This beat was not purchased. 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 Reaching on the beat. Reaching on the beat. Reaching on the beat.
Oh, dope. Yes, yes, family. Come on. Hey. Okay. Yeah, but I need some from today, family. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. Good deeds everywhere. I'm surrounded by good humans. Love it. Come on, man. Even my critics love me if they spend hours chatting me. Come on. Yeah, man. Positivity. Yeah, I know. I know, Radar. I know the audio is distorted. That's why I need a new laptop, man. That's why I need a new laptop, man. But yeah, I'm going to get there. I'll watch that, man. But big up yourself, Radar. Much love to you, family. Big up Mr. Trill Hudson. Big up Sarah Amanda White. Them early birds there, you know. Bomber clad. Yeah. Who else we got? Big up Nash Lion. My G. He says, greetings to all. Big up everyone. Health and strength. Ashe. Let's repeat them words there. Health and strength. Who we got here? We got Mills Turk. He says, like up the stream. Yes. Punk Barstodo says, morning peeps. We don't do morning though. We only do morning at funerals. You know what I mean? So it's a happy new day, punk. You punk Basto. Bastodo. Big up yourself though, King. Mills Turk says, big up to Illuminati and the Trill family. Yes. Bibi Nana. Welcome. Where's your gal then, Bibi Nana, man? Wow, me had bare gal and they're all gone. Big up yourself, sir. Who else we got? We got Sticky G. Says blessings, everyone. Lee Manchu, my guy. Wagwan family. He says big up Jeds and blessings to chat family. Family. Give us the news, G. Yeah, man, I'm gonna. Old tight Zion MC, the most beautiful in the world. Black syrup. Okay. So, let's stay on target, man. You know what I mean? They gotta catch up with us. So, what should I do? Should I go for international news first or British news first? You lot tell me. What do you want? Do you want the international side of the Guardian? Or do you want the British side of the Guardian? Let me know. Quick. Make up your mind, man. You tell me, man. And I'll start with what you like. I'm going to start when you hear the kettle start crying. That's when you know the day has officially started. Oh, where's my camera? I know you lot want to see my beautiful face. My beautiful swollen morning face. Yes, the fat lady singing. Hold on. Oh, I never plugged it in. That might help if I plug the camera in. All right, mate. All right, steady on. Steady on. Blah. Okay, now it's official. The fat lady is singing. I need that big cup. Chamomile. I know I'm running out. No! No! God damn it! No! Oh my God, I'm hurt. Shut up. You just winding me up now. Fuck. God damn it. What am I gonna do, man? See, I got loads of coffee here and shit, but I ain't fucking with it, man. I'm not fucking with it. Then caffeine free for a month. So, what options do I have? I got nothing, man. Nothing in the reserves, nothing lurking. Nothing lurking, man. Oh, that's broken my heart. Shit, looks like it's just gonna have to be water this morning. I've got green tea. I'm gonna do green tea then. Fuck's sake. See if I want green tea. Green tea, you know. Shabamba clot. that's the burners, isn't it? Heartbroken. Mills, I'm heartbroken, brother.
Oh God.
Oh God, Keith.
You
Oh man, just found out I
Where
got
you
no chamomile.
Oh,
I have to draw for green tea. Ain't no one excited about no damn green tea, bruv.
nah, apart from your toilet.
But you know what? It might be a good thing anyway. Green tea, a smoothie after that. Do you know what I mean? Then I'm going gym. Then I'm gonna come back and do some work on the computer and stream, and then I'm out later to the studio. So yeah, man, fuck it, man. Let's do this.
Come on.
Come on.
No, because that
Go on.
it's all the way up. Doo-doo,
So what one for
doo-doo,
you then?
doo-doo.
Uh-oh. Where are you? Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What one? Mills, you sound rough, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
sound like I don't think you can go to work the way you sound, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've not been feeling well these last few days still.
Oh man. Was you ill yesterday as well?
Yeah, man.
Mad thing. At least your illness is consistent though. Not like them
Come
24-hour bugs, you get me? No one likes a 24-hour bug, you get me? The dreaded 24-hour bug, man. Yeah. One man's heaven and another man's hell, man.
I'm telling you.
You just might be the same person though. You know what I mean? Fuck's sake. Okay.
Shit.
Well, you know, not to sound bad though, but when Mills ain't got work, I'm happy because then I got Mills about. You get me? So what going for the roof, Mills? What's the roof update?
Roof update. We got them booked in, but they're saying they need the tower, so they got order in the tower, and because it's more money than supposed, they got to fucking authorize the money.
All right.
Which is basically long things. So
have you got a temporary fix?
I think I'm being too nice as well. You know what I'm saying? I think I need to start doing the what the fuck, and you know.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
you know,
because you're probably very understanding. Okay, no problem. Yeah, man. Oh, you really? Yeah. Oh, all right then. And that's no good, bruv.
No, 100%. I just need to
sleep
switch
with
it
this
out.
under my pillow.
Do you know what it is though, bro? I realized, I be nice at the start, and I'm like, look, are you not taking my kindness for weakness?
Yeah, but they're never gonna admit it. But that's what they do. That's what people do all the time, man. So I mean, even big guys like me, bro, big intimidating bullies like me, people still take my kindness for weakness. even if I bark and she like the way that get me? They still take it for weakness, bruv. Like that's human nature. You know what I mean? To push the boundaries and see how much they can get away with, and then play victim when they get what they've been looking for.
Was it you showing me about Machiavellism?
Maybe a little bit, because maybe a
You're
little bit.
telling me to look it up.
Everyone I told you to look it up. Everyone acts like they're expert. I like to pretend like I'm an expert on Machiavellianism, but really and truly, I just read a little bit about him, and I have the Art of War. No, not the Art of War. I got one of his books about him. All my books are packed up right now because you know, I've been doing some stuff. All my books are like in bags right now. But yeah, I got a book on Machiavelli still. Machiavelli. But what did you want to say about him? I'm looking for a pen.
That's exactly what his principles were, isn't it? So I've just been looking into him recently. So it's making me understand the rules and principles, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you see that gift from Lex? Did you look through it? You could probably get that book now. It's probably in there. I know. Lex sent us all in the group a link to get free PDF books. I think I'm picking 50 laws of power, just because
48.
Huh?
48.
No.
That one.
The 50th law. That's the one with the author of the 48 laws of power and 50 Cent came together and collabed on a book called the 50th law.
No, so I did 2 extra ones. Hey,
you know what I mean? But yeah. So like, I always wanted to own that book physically. So I love books, man. I just ain't been reading, and I went reading because I wanted to clear my mind of. Man, I've taken some L's recently, you know, in terms of losing things, you know. Fuck's sake, give me a second, yeah. Give me a second. Talk to the people, Mills. Here.
Come on, you got to remember though, losing is only part of the process. You know, we always like to glorify. We like to glorify when we get new things. We like to be happy when new things happen or new things come about. But we always forget how those new things come about. It's always after hard work, after you lost something, after you put in a load of time. Losing something doesn't have to necessarily mean like losing a person. It could be losing time, losing energy. You understand? But that's just the way it runs. You know what I mean? You got to put in the energy, and the energy you put in is the energy that you get back out. So either way, there's always a positive light to look through it. So, you know what I mean? It's never going to be full on negative. And even if it is, you know, there's only good times that's going to come straight after. So either way, we're there. Big up everyone. Don't forget to slap that like button as you're coming in. But yeah, it's all about positivity, man. You got to always see the brighter side of things in life. So yeah, what's everyone saying, man? Talk to me. What are we talking about today? The news. What's the news? What's everyone saying? I can't even go out. Everyone get your cup of teas in, you know what I mean? Get your biscuits and that.
Oh, what's that?
It's a lemon and herb tea.
Yo, lately your camera's been shit, bro. What's going on? What's happened to your camera? Is it on your phone?
No, it's not, you know. It's my lappy.
It's my lappy.
That's my lappy.
Oh, it's your lappy?
My phone's better.
Okay, your phone's a better quality.
Yeah.
I'm a camera judge now. I got a nice camera, so. Right, let's get into this, Mills. We ain't got time to fuck about. So I asked people. Let me see if anyone answered. Let me just say. Let me see. Who's in the building? Who talk about just hot water? 64 users for 1,000. Come on, we can get there. Yeah. I looked at my stats yesterday and I thought, I was so proud. I was like, bro, I've got 100 people in a week or something like that. And it turns out I've got 125 new subscribers in the last 28 days. So listen, I want to big up all of you lot that are logging in and, you know, like supporting the thing. I really appreciate it, bro. And sis, I really appreciate it. So let me see where we are. I just want to do a final roll check. Man, that base Welshman gives us a sheep. You know what that means? When the Welshman hands you a sheep, fuck it. Who else we got here? Sticky G, obviously Zion MC, big up Selena. I want to big you up. Thank you, sister. I don't know if you was there yesterday, but yeah, I gave you a little shout out. Thank you so much for your contribution and your deciding to support me on this journey. I appreciate it. What's this now? Who's that?
It's me, bro.
Oh, so what? You signed? Oh, okay. You're on the phone now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign you at the lappy, yeah.
Yeah. Put me backstage on the lap.
All right, cool. Pick up. Right. Okay. I see. Them ones. Mills, is that your kettle? No, that's. Oh yeah. Sorry. You like the sound of my kettle, innit, Mills?
Old school, fam. Old school.
Come on, Mr. Architecture. Big up yourself. Empress Becca. Big up yourself.
Is it true that they say the usual kettles they produce more scale than just boiling?
Yeah, of course. It's the filament. Still feeling that tune you made called Pagan. Come on, Pagan. What, did you download the mixtape, Wood Green, Tyson? Because you can own that, Pagan, and listen to that in your headphones. But big up yourself, sir. Who else we got here? Trill OG. I just realized your name is like Trilogy. Like Trill OG. Big up yourself, Trill OG. Yeah, you still on the morning thing. Yeah, you disappoint me, man. You know better than that. You know we're not mourning unless we're in the thingamajig. A funeral. That's it. Big up Zubayda Al Arabia. She says, yes, big up early settings. Come on. Raw beats. Good day, mate. Have you highlighted the stabbing in Finsbury Park? Fucking hell, I haven't got there yet. I'm running behind. How's it got to 20 minutes so far already? Come on and tell me about the stabbing in Finsbury Park, man. That's local news. That can take precedence.
Always.
Yeah? You know what I mean? Can't live without taking a few losses, but it's what you can turn them into. I hear you, man. I hear you. All right. Let's get into it, man. No long thing. You lot got a choice, yeah? 1 for international news first, 2 for local London news first. Let's see where you're at. What do you want?
We said international, baby.
You lot said international. Cool, let's do it, man. Cool. Meals and chosen for all of you. Right, let's see where we at. Problem gambling. NHS should not have to pick up pieces from bookmakers. Tactics say. Health cheese. Gambling is an issue. Still.
Bro. Not just that, bro. You know what? I didn't realize until I watched the football game. I haven't watched football in a long time, and I watched it over the weekend. And bro, it is not a fucking joke. Before the game, gambling. Yeah, the odds, all this, big massive signs. And at the end, yeah, they got like a little sign, yeah. And I want you to research the gambling's not when the fun stops.
Yeah, you stop. Yeah. How people
you see the way they subliminally done the fun. They made fun the biggest letter there. Do you know what I mean? Like the way even the way they've done that logo itself is subliminally telling you to gamble.
All right, so the international news is like soft news. You know what I mean? Let's see. God, yeah. International news is like soft news. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here's some quick bits. Man, I'm talking about impeachment. I don't care. Oxford diversity jumps. A record 70% of Oxford University's undergraduates next year will come from state schools. 5 years ago, state schools applicants to Oxford received just 56 of the undergraduate offers, and 43% went to those educated at independent schools, despite a substantial imbalance in the numbers applying. Okay. Only safe pint is a shared pint. Alcohol is the leading cause of drug harm, outstripping heroin and crack cocaine. Okay, so if this is a fact, why is alcohol not illegal? Why do I have to worry about having a little bit of weed on me? You don't see weed in this. You don't see weed in this. You lot are potheads. You lot smoke. You lot do this. Where is the weed in this? Alcohol, crack, heroin. These are the killers. These are the things that are putting a strain on the NHS. Yeah, not weed. Let me read the story. Alcohol is the leading cause of drug harm, outstripping heroin and crack cocaine. According to the former government government advisor, oh God. You know, if there's a name you didn't want to have, a last name you didn't want to have, especially not on Illuminati Live, what do you think that last name would be? According to the former government advisor, David Nutt. You don't want a last name Nutt. And if your last name is Nutt, don't worry, man. Who am I? Who am I to judge? The professor was sacked as chair of the Drugs Advisory Committee in October 2009 for his views.
Yeah, he was the same guy that said alcohol is worse than weed. That's why David Cameron.
Mad. According to Nutt, the optimal dose of alcohol is 5 grm a day, which is about a third of a glass. You look nice. Which is about a third of a glass.
Thank you, bro.
Of wine, or half a pint of light beer. Half a pint of light beer.
That's mad. But before you carry on, bro, David Nutt was the guy who got sacked for saying alcohol is worse than weed.
Wow.
And then he got sacked.
So what's the point of being an advisor if you can't, like, you know, speak the truth and advise correctly? You know, it's not a lot of alcohol. He's saying is cool. You know, half a pint of light beer. That's like he's saying like half a pint of Corona, bruv. What is that? Is that even a bottle of Corona?
Yeah, it's bottle of Corona is half a pint. Boom,
that's you. That's it. That's the safe amount of alcohol. And you know that we drink that for a warm up. Do you know what I mean? Order a pint or glass of wine and 3 straws and share it with 2 friends, he recommends.
What? Say that again?
He said, order a pint or a glass of wine and 3 straws and share it with 2 friends. First of all, we ain't doing that. This ain't Lady and the fucking Tramp. Yeah. But what he's basically saying is, like, a shared pint is the only safe way to consume beer or alcohol. He's argued the prohibition of listen. He has argued that prohibition of recreational drugs has frequently led to more dangerous substances that kill more people arriving on the black market, such as fentanyl and spice. There's never been a death in prison from cannabis, but last year there were over 60 deaths from spice. Standard.
Facts.
I like this guy, David Nutt. He needs to change his name, but I rate him. I'm gonna move on, because I know Z's come to give us some local news. So we're just gonna Z. What have you got? Have you got like 20 minutes for us? For us just whip through this, and then you'll be the first in local news. Yo, Z double E. Yeah, maybe she has. I think she's gonna wait still.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Z, have you got 20 minutes?
Yeah, can you hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you?
I don't think you can hear us then. We can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, man. This StreamYard thing is fucking me up, man. This StreamYard thing is awful.
Sorry, it is awful, man. I hope they sort this out because there's so many great features. I love StreamYard. Like, you see how it all looks all pretty and stuff.
No, it's good, but it's just like the connection sometimes.
I don't know. I'm a write to them still because I've been writing to them recently. I'm telling them that they need to sponsor me because I'm doing up bad boy shows with StreamYard. I don't think no one's fucking.
Hey, you trying to promote them, yeah?
Well, yeah. Why not, man? I would have done it with Hangouts. You know, I think I was trying to get all of us sponsored by Hangouts because I think that all of us in London, they should have been giving us like some special treatment because I don't see how anyone else is using Hangouts better than we are. But they
you lot put that shit on the map.
Come on, man. And now we put StreamYards on the map. Everyone's using StreamYards. So anyway, let me get back to these stories because I want to hear about
Have you tried Google Meets? Because
yeah, I don't like it, man. I see it on Sir Faz's, it looks ugly. I see it on Real and McGee's, it looks ugly. I'm not really a fan of it, man. I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest. I don't know what it is. It's like what you dropped out, you can't hear us now. It's mad. No, I can do Hangouts though. I can do Hangouts. I might just put you lot on the Hangouts. Because Hangouts works well.
Yeah, just do like that.
Well. Yeah, it works well, man. It's like
but you can have the only thing about it is you can have a lot of people. You can have like
you can have what?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Z, you're in that yard with bad reception because you got one yard that's got bad reception, I know. Or one spot in your yard. Whenever you get me, I swear you said you have to go downstairs or something like that. Yeah, man. I clocked your pattern, man. Look, I'm just gonna read through this quickly and get back. Poll predicts breaking through. Okay, this ain't international no more. Sorry, I'm gonna come back to that. Food security after Brexit. UK faces biggest shake-up to farming in 40 years. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's because they realized they're not fucking producing anything. That's why. After relying on the EU for so long and getting cheaper stuff from abroad, now that they realize shit, we're leaving, we need to fucking produce.
You know what it is? Yeah, I live on the 10th floor, so there's shit up here.
I'm telling you, man. It's fuck. Yo, can you hear me? Yo. Anyone there? Everyone gone? Yo. Is it my stream you're now? Okay. Yo, family.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Mad thing, man. My fucking electric, man. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I've got 23%. The young man's running down the road to get me electric. Now they're gonna force me to go and get a smart meter.
No.
I mean they're forcing man to get smart meter because I swear down they keep cutting off my. I don't know how fast that electric is burning, but the smart meter means that while I'm here, I can top up the electric without leaving, not having to run physically to a shop, put it on a key and put it in the meter. And this is so now for convenience, I'm gonna end up with a smart meter. And I was burning out smart meter last year.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Man.
They do it on purpose, bro.
Like I'm sure they've been making it so people that pay with a card, pay with a key, it just runs out quicker and quicker. Like so you're just like, yo, I can't be bothered in the middle of the night and all kinds of fuckeries. Right, let me go to the next story, yeah.
It's definitely more expensive with us with a key.
With a key.
They found it. Yeah, it's much more expensive.
But it shouldn't be. But anyway, the agony of weekend loneliness. I won't speak to another human until Monday. So yeah. So nice. I like this art. All right, cool. They say, for growing numbers of people, the weekend is an emotional wilderness where interaction is minimal and social life non-existent. What can be done to break this toxic cycle On Saturday morning, Peter got up and went to the supermarket. He carried his shopping home and took care of his laundry and ironing. In the afternoon, he browsed a few record stores, and later he cooked himself dinner. Always something adventurous on a Saturday night. Afterwards, he hit Netflix, and in all those hours in common with many of Peter's Saturdays, not to mention his Sundays, he had no meaningful interaction with another human being. The only person I spoke to, he says, was the lady who came over to verify my bottles of beer at the supermarket self-checkout. Ah, that's sad. During the week, Peter, 62, is too busy to be lonely. His commute from Brighton to London means his working life is a tunnel. He enters on a Monday, and from which no daylight is glimpsed until Friday. But just when Peter re-emerges, he is stymied. I've never seen that word. What's that?
I was going to say, what does that mean?
I don't know. Stymied by an overwhelming sense of loneliness. Yeah. Instead of providing respite from the stress of office life, a chance to reconnect with family and friends, the weekend looms as a vast emotional and social wilderness that must be traversed before work takes hold again. So I'm like, yo, what's going on is your whole life, work is your whole life. You're not built up a social network. And you know what? For some reason, you're not appreciating the time that you have because you're feeling like you're not chatting to nobody. I would suggest that you get yourself onto YouTube, get yourself a Google account, and come hit up Illuminati Live. Yeah. Yeah. There's a community of people here. You can talk to people, you can interact, and from here could be a springboard to many other different platforms. People that share your views, people that don't. You can have debates and conversations, and you can even arrange to meet some people up socially. I mean, if we're gonna be in the age of social media, then you're gonna have to learn how to use the internet properly. You got Netflix and you're watching films, that's great. But I mean, have you tried talking to people in the shops? You go shopping, maybe try talking to people at the shops. Maybe try picking up a hobby. Yeah. Like instead of browsing a record shop, maybe go to a gym or join some kind of focus group, chess club, tennis, badminton, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, ballet, fucking dance, learn an instrument with a group, go to a language group. I don't know.
Maybe
join a community center, volunteer.
That's what I was going to say, Jedi. Because look, you've got the same problem. You're going around telling everyone that you're not interacting. So why don't you join a group that deals with people that don't interact with other people, so you can help people like-minded like yourself?
Is there a group like that though?
That's
if there's there not, step one up. Yeah.
Cheap.
There you go. We've cracked it. We solved it. Fucking dry your eyes, mate. Yeah, and fucking crack on, bruv. Dry your eyes, mate.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've had this conversation. See, the community feel that we used to have. Like, I remember I had the next door neighbor. He was by himself. I'll go around his house, go have a beer with him. You know what I mean? Go chill, see how he's doing. Do you know what I mean? Make sure he's all right. Do you know what I mean? That interaction with the older generation as well. So if you got anyone that's older or old or that that they live by themselves, go check on them, man. It goes a long way, trust me. And the way I see it is, if you were that age and you were by yourself, then you want someone to interact with you.
I'm not gonna lie, the Guardian says international news, and every story here has been like England related kind of thing. Like, I'm not really sure why they called it international news. I'm looking through it. It's like, bruh, it's a bit of a stretch to call it that. Look, this is the international piece. It's all Meghan, Limit and Spa. Really? Asda? Really? Asda's international news, yeah? But what's happening there? This ain't international news.
You know what I've realized, yeah? They like to use the royal family as a distraction. You understand?
Don't adjust.
So Iran happened, and the next day, the royal family.
Just the international version of The Guardian is shit because it's just basically just about UK. So you might as well. I'm never going there again. Might as well just do the UK edition and done. It's pretty much similar. It's pretty much the same look. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Actually, it's going to change. It is. Hurry up. Hurry up. It's a race against time for my man to get to the electric key and back. Right.
Have some faith. Have some faith.
This is just whack, man. All right, cool, whatever. Croatia has enchanting words for genitalia. Why doesn't the UK? Let me check this out. Enchanting words for genitalia. Okay. I am friends with a Croatian couple who translate erotic is eye-opening. Not least my realization that the UK doesn't have nearly enough female-friendly euphemisms. You sure? Okay. Sometime at the end of the last century, I made a mistake. Friends of mine, a Croatian couple, asked me to find them a book called The Art of Selling and take it to them in Zagreb when I was next there. This was pre-internet and Amazon and all that caper. So it took some finding. Upon slapping it triumphantly on my friend's kitchen table, I was told this wasn't the book that they were after. Far from it. They had asked me for The Art of Sailing. Imagine their disappointment. However, in a lifetime of unforced errors, this one was more or less alone in that it actually turned out for the best. My friends read The Art of Selling, liked it, saw a market for it, translated it into Croatian, sold lots of copies, and their publishing business was born. I saw them last week. These days, they are engaged in the translation of erotic fiction into Croatian. This, as you can imagine, has its challenges. The word manhood is one. What's that all about? My friend Zrinka asked me. No idea, I shrugged. There is a Croatian word for manhood, but in this context, it sounds absurd. Also, she said, there's no translation for having sex that is neither lewd nor technical sounding, which the word copulation, which she's often forced to use. It's nicely neutral, she says. I took this as a compliment to our language, but it probably says something less complimentary about our attitude to sex. I just want to see the dirty Croatian words. Come on, man. The words for orgasm are similar to ours, although they do have a charming, archaic one in occasional use. Slado Traski, which is literally sweet passion. Nice. Anyway, sorry, man. You know me, yeah? I've got short attention span. This is probably a really interesting article, but in the interest of time, I ain't got time. Why are you putting this in here? Go and write a book somewhere, man. Go and fucking write a blog. Ain't you supposed to be a newspaper? Cunts. So, see, look, that's what they're talking about. No good words for vagina. No. I'm not feeling none of this. If you see anything you like, let me know. No. This is dead. This is dead to me. Asda, Charles refills points and bottle recycling. Arrival UK electric van maker secures £85 million from Kia and Hyundai. Calls for code of ethics as rabbi accused of bullying. Prompt. Plan to scrap A&E, target Spark furious backlash. Emma Brown, runner, battled anorexia hell for years. Adoption. Local authorities told to focus on children in care. You called me a liar on national TV. Man, I'm just in one of them moods where none of this is going to appeal to read out. Government quits as Putin plans to stay in power past 2024. What? Archbishop opposes planned law to compel priests to report child. What? The Archbishop opposes a law to compel priests to report child sexual abuse. What reason would you have to oppose that law? Don't you think it's anyone's lawful duty to report sexual abuse or to deal with it? What do you think? Huh? Should it be a law?
That's
Or should it be against the law to not report sexual abuse?
this is what I'm saying.
What do you think?
This is mad, bro. Of course, the latter.
Of
course.
Says move to
This is complete madness. This is admitting that look, we've got a problem, and they're basically saying, yeah, we've got a problem, but they're trying to fucking, instead of fucking dealing with the problem, they're trying to say, yeah, now we're gonna make it law. So now, because it's lawful, it's a law.
But hold on,
just
no,
because
hold
it's
on. I move to compare. Hold on, 1 second.
mad. The move to compel Queensland priests to report child sex abuse offences disclosed during confession would fail to make children safer. Mark Coleridge has opposed a state government plan to legislate against the sanctity of the confessional as an excuse, defence, or privilege. In his submission to the committee considering the bill, the Archbishop claimed it would be unworkable and fails to understand the practicality of the confessional. The mechanism within this legislation, which deals with the confessional seal, quite simply will not make a difference to the safety of our young people, he wrote.
Okay, so now I get it. So they're not saying, okay, report the priest being the pedophiles. They're saying if somebody goes in someone goes in a confession booth, yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Do they report murder if you go in a confession booth? Do they report murder? Like if I went and say, "Oh, Father, I've sinned. I've murdered somebody in Salford," what would they go and report me? Is it?
I don't know. But I heard they're not allowed to.
Does that change? Does it change what we're talking about? Does it change your attitude towards it?
No, it doesn't, because it's basically, like I said, they're trying to make trying to cover up the child sex scandals, child abuse scandals on the priests by putting in laws to try and make you feel like, yeah, they're doing something, when really and truly they ain't doing fuck all. It's still going on.
Right. So I'm gonna have to log into Streamlabs via my phone because I'm down to 5%. My laptop's gonna die. Oh man. Yeah, my laptop's gonna die, so I'm gonna try to get on via my phone. I'm gonna see how that works and you're gonna have to run and share your screen, brother. You're gonna have to be the guy. You're gonna have to be that guy. 5%. Right? Yeah. Because he's just phoned and said that the shop that normally does it, their thing's not working, so he's got to walk further. He's got to walk further to get it. Sad's law, eh? Poor guy, man. And he's late for college now because of this. He needs to get up early. I told him no. It's one of his little jobs. Right. Let's see. Let's see if I can get in.
there.
You in?
I'm in.
Okay. Yeah.
What we
Okay.
doing?
Yeah, we're doing Guardian. Sorry about this, family. Some technical difficulties, aka electric has run out. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, we got backup today. We got backup.
Oh, you got to sign in with your thing. Email.
So what he's saying is the news. According to the 10. First up, we got the problem gambling. What do you think of gambling? What do you think about that? You know what? We can break that down even more when you think about it. How there's more fucking. Why is there more gambling shops in poorer communities? And why they've been placed there on purpose?
I think gambling, it's supposed to be entertaining and supposed to be like a joke, but at the same time, there's real dangers in people like I've been on community service. One time I was on community service and there was a guy there that had a gambling addiction, and me and him was having loads of good conversations. Every time we was at community service, we just like when we'd be working, we'd just be chatting about different things. And he's the guy that told me how serious gambling was. He made me know because he was like, one time he just finished work, got his whole pay packet, happened to walk past a betting shop, already had a problem, basically. Walked past a betting shop, went in there, made something like $1,000, $2,000, and ended up walking out with nothing, like his whole pay pack, and that's for the month. And he had a wife and I think he had 2 children, and it was so bad that he didn't want to go home because he had no way of explaining how the whole month's pay packet, which the family relied on, was gone. And obviously that fucked up the things like that, fucked up his marriage, fucked up his relationship. He spiraled into more depression, started drinking and blah blah blah. So it was like a gateway. It was like a gateway to fucking. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna come back on the other side. Yeah.
Oh, funny. That's mad. That's mad, and this is why people don't realize how bad it can actually get. I see a study that said that it's worse than heroin, the addiction of gambling. And this is how mad it is. Yo.
All right.
So yeah, so just basically, I was saying, I see a study that said the addiction of gambling is worse than the high that you get off heroin.
Yeah. Like obviously all that the addictions to the endorphins and whatever that you get. Like, it's sad, man. It's sad. You know what I mean? And if people ain't got the strength to get past it, I mean, it's one of them ones that like you have less sympathy for because you're like, it's not a drug. You're putting yourself in this position, yada yada yada. But it really affects people in a bad way anyway. I don't think you should make gambling illegal, but I don't think it should be promoted. And like you said, I wonder why. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly, bro.
I wonder why it is something that's in certain areas and not in certain areas. Like some areas in South London, there's literally like a betting shop on every strip of wherever there's shops and there's a strip of shops, there's betting shops. Even off the main high streets, even off the main roads, there's betting shops. Like literally in the communities where there's no other types of shop, there's a betting shop. Like South London's pretty bad for that.
And is it effective? Are there not man them standing inside the betting shop?
Always. There's
let's be real. Do you know what I mean?
Always.
This has been the taken advantage, and this is another thing that we need to highlight. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. Is there anything else in there that we can break down? Otherwise, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get to. We should let Z in. Let Z tell us what happened in Finsbury Park, and then once she's telling us about what happened in Finsbury Park, we should maybe look for. Let's go through your local paper, Mills, because that they'll have an online version. What's your local area? What's your local like borough or whatever? Is it Haringey?
No, it'll be Enfield.
Enfield. So let's go through the Enfield Gazette or something. Yeah, because the Guardian has not served us much in terms of topics we can really break down and speak about. Not for me anyway. I'm just not in the mood. Brexit and the royal family. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Boomer. The only recession-proof industry. It's an illness. I work with a guy that gambles every day, and he often lost all his wages, but keeps gambling. His wife took his credit cards. Oh shit, we're back. We're back.
Come on.
Get in there. All right, cool. Catch you another time.
Jeez. Come on.
Come on.
They are.
Just stick to that plan now. Come on. Yes. Yo. Yeah. We're there. You're back. Your boy, Trill Black Donald. He's back. That's my news name, Trill Black Donald. All right, cool. So let's go. Is he still here?
Oh, shit.
No, she's not, is she? All right. No, she's not here, but maybe she'll come back. Right. Let's go, brother. Brother.
All right, what are we saying? We got here Crash on M25.
Let everyone know what paper this is, please.
All right, this is the Enfield Independent.
Enfield.
This is what we're dealing with. So the number one thing we're seeing here is crash on the M25 causing morning rush hour delays 35 minutes ago. So if you're traveling on the M25, be careful out there.
That green tea was all right, you know.
Healthy.
I'm gonna have to go for a reload. I put 2 bags of green tea in this big ass cup, yeah. Do you think I'm overdoing it if I go for another green tea?
Nah, man. Bro, you know, have you seen the thing that basically, you know, the 2 teapots? Have you seen them?
2 teapots?
Yeah, where you put 2 teapots on. It's like a Turkish thing where they've always got it, or you might have seen it about. 1 teapot
on top of the other?
Yeah. So at the bottom it's got hot water, and at the top it's got the herbs or whatever you want.
Okay.
So you can put green tea in there. You can put basically whatever herbs you like, and then it ferments it, and you can have it on a constant.
Okay.
Does that make sense? You put a little bit of the herb, so that's full of water. That top.
Okay, yeah. I get you. Yeah.
And then at the bottom is hot water, and you have it on the go all day. We call it demli chai. Yeah,
man. I know, like when I go to Morocco and they do me the mint tea, they're on that shit, man. And they're pouring that constantly. More mint tea. I love that mint tea shit. I love that, man. Seriously, man. I like the guy as well. The guy was my don. The mint tea guy was my don. If he'd see me, I'd say, bro, when you see me in the morning, you don't need to ask me for what mint tea, bro. You get me? You just pour that because you know what time it is. Get me? Even if I don't want mint tea, yeah, I want people to see that he's useful. You know the way there. I want people to see that his service is required. Because he was like a black guy, it's like he'd go and offer mint tea to people, and I could see people like, oh no. Like as if, and that like when your managers are watching that, they're like, right, do you know what? I don't know if I want this black guy here, because people don't really want him around their table. So I'd call him round, like, yeah, mint tea, like boom, make a big fuss. And then people would see that, and then everyone else would have mint tea. When I started getting mint tea, better people started being on it. Like, no word of a lie, bruv.
Yeah, that's it.
Better people started being on it. Like, yeah, mint tea's the one, yeah? That big black guy's on it. Yeah, man. When I was leaving, them man was like, oh, I'm so sad you're leaving. Like, like, oh man, you come back next year. This is your home. Like, you know, boom, boom. I'm like, yeah, man, I'll be back. I always say I'm gonna go back to one of the places I go, and I usually don't. There's only one place I've been to like five times or 4 times. They love me there. The manager loves me there. The security guard offered me a job to work with some Saudis there, but obviously because of criminal convictions and that getting licensing and that is a bit different. Do you know what I mean? When he does certain security in certain places, he's armed. This German guy looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You would think he was like not to be stereotypical, blonde hair, blue eyes. You would think he was like kind of racist or whatever, but he ain't. And he's always talking about my physique and asking me about training. And he'd be like, "Oh, do you need anything?" And even that time when I was at the hotel and I had the madness with the fucking racist yoga teacher. Yeah, I don't know. Do you remember that time? Did you ever see that one?
Nah.
When I was on holiday and there was this racist yoga teacher and I was doing a live stream and she tried to come upstairs and tell me about keep my noise down. And do you know how much man's paying to stay there? And it was just her whole mannerism. We ended up in conflict, beef, yeah, to the point where, what did I do? She tried to film me. I think I slapped the phone out of her hand. I'm like, are you dumb? I'm in my private place. You can't film me. You can't film me, man. I'm in my private. Nah, you can't film me, man. You're staff, yeah, working in a hotel. There's no way you can pull out a camera and film me. I think I must have clapped the camera and people's like, oh, gents. It sounded worse than it was, but it was fucking hilarious in the end. And then she was like, yes, and I was like, are you dumb? Do you know, yeah, like places like that, when you stay in hotels like that, yeah, they treat you like royalty because the amount you pay and like you are, and I am royalty, bruh. Get me? Go to that hotel, ask about me. They'll be like, yeah, we love him. Like, we love him. When you go somewhere 5 years in a row, yeah, or 5 times, and you build up a rapport with the management to the point management are offering you jobs and don't think you as a little subcontractor yoga teacher is gonna come here and be racist to me. I can't remember what she said actually. Something about being black and I can't remember what it was, but I was like, yeah, you're done out here. When I tell her that they asked her to leave. Her thing was terminated because the money she makes them doesn't even amount to the money that I've put into that place. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they asked her to leave, man. She had to leave. They brought her into a meeting. They asked if I wanted to be present in the meeting while they disciplined her. I said, no, I don't want to hear none of that. They asked her to leave. They said she won't be coming back. And I warned her, I said, listen, I know you see me and you think I'm just some black guy, because she was like, what'd she say? Are you staying here? Are you from the local area? Yeah, I'm like, I'm staying here. And she was trying to doubt that I was like staying there. I'm like, what? Because you think what? Because of the way you're looking at me, you think that what, I can't afford to be in a hotel, or what is it? You're not going to give me my respect until you clarify whether I'm a black local or whether I'm an international person. Yeah, and that's one of your problems. Treat everyone with respect. I said, listen, you're going to regret this. That because she tried to film me. And I said, you're going to regret this. I guarantee you won't work another day here. And sure as day, she never worked another day there with me. Yes, good C4 Blaster. All right, cool. Anyway. What we got next, bro?
Look, we're talking about tea, and then my ad choices are PG tips.
Ah, shit. Yeah. Big brother.
All right. What we got? Route master change to front boarding. Doctors urge vaccinations. Uh-oh. Let's get into this.
Wait. Go back to that route master thing, please.
Route master change.
I thought they finished those route master buses. I thought they're done.
Front boarding only to tackle fare dodgers.
Yeah. Okay, so you can't jump on the back no more.
No,
because in the ends we don't call it route master, we call it the free bus. You know what I mean? The free bus. All of those that know about the 12 and the 36, yeah, jumping on the back.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. That down.
She's calling. Yeah. What are they saying? So they're just trying to get rid of fare dodgers.
Let's see.
How much would it cost, yeah? How much would it cost, or would it be a good idea to make public transport free and then put more taxes on driving in certain areas, or public transport to certain areas free? Like, for instance, if you made traveling into West End, yeah, free, or travel around the West End and stuff like that free, and then put more, like a little bit more on driving around that area, would that be something that you would think was fair, or would you be pissed about that?
I mean, they're fucking doing it already for emissions, so why can't it be for public transport?
I'm just saying, innit? Like, because to be honest, I don't think they have a leg to stand on charging or being worried about fare dodgers when it comes to public transport. The reason people are dodging fares is because you're making it very expensive. The average people in the hood, unemployed people in the hood, it's unemployed people in the hood, like even Chevelle saying it's the free bus in every ghetto. Like, traveling is not a joke, you know, bruv. Like, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Like, for me as an adult, for me to go from my yard to the studio, to my studio and whatnot, is like minimum £9. £9 something. Come on, bro. So if you're gonna go studio, pay for your studio time, yeah, because you want to try and get out of the circumstances you're in. So you want to pay for your studio time, and then you want to get something to eat. You're gonna be paying like £50. You're not helping the man. Nah, man. I think travel is already too expensive. A public transport. Big up yourself, Chevelle. You know we're not dealing in the morning, but big up yourself, man. You know we don't deal in no. You know what am I saying? What was I saying? I just said hello to Chevelle and I just fucked up my thoughts there. I'm just saying anyway, yeah, the price of living is already expensive. It's already hard for people to pay their rent, let alone get on the property ladder, let alone travel around. Like, it's not easy out here. Yeah. We know that the standard of living, what we get paid, oyster is teeth. We know the standard of payment, the standard of living, or the price of living, yeah, is above the price that we get paid to work. We know that nobody's getting paid under what it takes to live in the city. That we know that. That's facts. They give us these statistics. So when you're talking about fare dodging and that, you have to go to the root cause of what fare dodging is. Obviously, people always want a free ride. When buses were 30 pence or 40 pence, people were trying to fare dodge. I get that. But it's relative to the state of the community, inflation, and the areas that the services are being provided in. You're providing services in areas that people can't afford. Like, it might sound like a cop out or whatever, but people struggle to pay to get on a bus going from one place to the other, because those little pounds that come out of man's account add up. Yeah, not everybody's got the money, so I just feel like maybe we should be coming up with a way to provide free transport, not just for the elderly, not just for the under 16s. Do you know what I mean? But maybe everyone should be able to get free transport, and then you can put a tax on it, or I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think that they should consider it, man, because fuck it, innit? Yeah, I don't know. Put up the price, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, they've taken buses off. They're taking more buses off the routes, according to Ultra Funky, because of emissions. Yeah, because of emissions and all of that, which is, I think, is more bollocks anyway. Yeah, because they're still trying to link driving cars to global warming, which is just a fallacy. Yeah, it's not because of petrol. Or now they're concerned about everyone's health, so they're going to tax people and make it more and more expensive. So how is the average man, the common man, how is even the unemployed man that's struggling for employment, how are they supposed to be mobile and get around? What is it you expect them to do? Of course they're going to bunk trains. Of course they're going to bunk buses. Of course, even if they don't bunk every bus, the bus that opens and just lets you on for free, they're going to be reluctant to tap their oyster because they're going to want to take a risk. to save a little bit of change. You know what I mean? And you trying to squeeze them into paying for that travel, it's all good, but where's the compassion? As a government, it's supposed to be looking after its people, not just penalizing them or trying to catch them when they're trying to get freebies, but actually help them so that they don't feel they need the freebies as much. Or the shit that they think that they really need free and they're willing to risk their liberty for or their or whatever, maybe you should like try to give it to them free. Make it part of their benefits or something. I don't know. Fuck, man. Travel, because listen, education should be free. Travel should be free. Housing should be free. I know that's a utopian and whatnot, but it worked in Libya. It can work in Libya. That's supposed to have had a dictator, a dictatorship. Why can't it work in the democratic fucking Great Britain with a monarchy and a queen and parliament and all of this stuff? We're so advanced. We're so advanced. Why are we so far back? Bicycle lanes, yeah? Bollocks to bicycle lanes, man. No one don't want to get crushed by a fucking bus or crushed by a lorry. You know, the fatalities on bollocks to that, man. Yeah, bollocks to that. Nah, they don't want to get on a fucking bike. Unless you're going to clear out the roads and let people just bike. Yeah? Then you should have a government-funded bike scheme because you think bikes are free. Yeah, you lot doing these London bikes and blah, 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 blah. Santander, you privatize the bike scheme. You don't, do you know what I mean? You privatize the bike scheme.
Big thing. And who done that?
Boris.
Again. Mastermind.
You gave it to Santander and Barclays, and now all these other private companies are coming in. And like, yeah, they are free for half a mile and that. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know, man. You know, just there's probably no quick fix. But yeah, when it comes to transport and housing and that, I'm sick of the people suffering just to be able to get from left to right. Fuck off and walk then. Yeah, I hear you, fuck off and walk. I hear you, man. But then like, you want the nation to be better, right? And I think people could benefit from being able to travel from A to B. Like, trust me, you'd find a lot more people being productive if they could travel. Like, I don't think that generating money from travel and stuff like that is the way for us to go in an upward society, in a civilized society. We need to find ways to be making some of these things way more accessible, if not free. Ken Livingstone, then. Thank you. It weren't Boris, it was Ken Livingstone. I mean, all right, cool. No, it was Ken Livingstone, no, isn't it? The bike scheme. But what? Yeah, it was Ken Livingstone, wasn't it? I know they call it Boris bikes.
So, do you know what I'm saying, fam? So,
all right, come on then. Let's go to the next thing. I know you got to load it up.
What is it?
Yo, family, hit that like button anyway, man. What happened to car sharing? I don't know. You want me to do a hangout, Space Welshman? Is that what you're saying? Come in here and I'll give you the link. If you jump on there, I'll send you the link for hangouts. You could jump on there. Mills has got a hangout. I don't mind because it seems like people kind of prefer it because it doesn't suck the life out of their phones.
I just want to see the fucking who done it. They're called Boris bikes, bro. It wasn't done by Mayor of London Boris Johnson. That's what I'm saying, man. It's Boris Johnson, bro. It's not fucking Ken Livingstone. See how he likes to deflect. I'm thinking, bro, am I losing my mind? Like, you know what I mean? It's called the Boris bike for a reason. 44 million deal. Let's see how much he made off that as well. All right, where are we? All right, we're still on the free buses, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go. New route master buses will be converted to front boarding only in a bid to tackle criminal fare dodgers. The 55 bus route, which runs through Walthamstow, will be one of the first routes to
implement the change on January the 25th. The middle and rear doors will become exit only following a trial on the Route 8, which found the changes more than half the fare evasion. What? Customers with wheelchairs and push chairs will still be allowed to board using the middle doors. Transport for London estimates 3.6 million is lost every year from fare evasion on Route Masters. Fare evasion on Route Masters is more than double the rate of other buses. What? This is what I'm saying. That's mad. That's crazy.
All right, let's move to the next story, man. Fuck them. Let's push on.
But this is what they're doing though, because the Route Masters have got double the rate. Yeah.
What do you mean
They're
double
trying
the
to
rate?
implement- It says, look. It says, where is it? Where are we? Route Master fare evasion on Route Master is more than double the rate of other buses.
Okay, yeah, no. So that means that obviously more people are trying to evade fares on the route masters than other buses, and that's because the route masters just open and let you on and gives you the option to tap. That's why. Let's move on. Makes sense. It makes sense. We know that. That's even a dumb. If someone went and done the research on that, they're stupid. Yeah. To give people a chance to get on for free, they're gonna get on for free, bro. Because people are broke, man.
That's it.
36 million loss, Zion MC says, but how much profit was made? That'd be interesting to know. At the end of the day, they can't justify the yearly hiking up of the transport costs. They can't justify it. When I'm trying to go from, where was I trying to go one time? I was trying to go from, where was it? I think it was something like, from, where was it? I think it was something like from Farringdon to somewhere else, man. It was like 5 stops. And there was no way for me to get there for less than £9.20 something. Off peak, bro. There was no, I was like, what the fuck do you mean? 5 stops on the tube can be no less than £9 something. Because I didn't have my Oyster and my bank card had snapped. Like my bank card wasn't allowing me to tap. Yeah. And I wasn't so I had to put it in and get a physical ticket, £9 something, bro. And I'm like, nah, this is too much. That's too much, man. You're taking a piss. You're taking a piss off peak.
Fuck's sake.
What's this now?
I was just seeing, it says 2004 people signed petition to protect Green Belt Parkland. But it's basically the golf course in Whitewebs. It's like up in Enfield Chase, that area. It's like the richer part.
Whitewebs, I've never even heard of it. Nice name, no?
But that's mad. It's basically the golf course. They're gonna lease it out for 25 years, it said, to someone, and then see how it goes.
Okay. Right, come on, man. Keep going.
Doctors urge vaccinations as admission for influenza rise 20% in a week.
Say that again?
Doctors urge vaccinations as admission for influenza rise 20% in a week.
Oh yeah, more. What we need is more vaccines. Yeah, more vaccines like the ones that they gave us last year that were fucking out of date. Yeah, like the out of date flu shots, bruv. This war against influenza or whatever they're calling it, we're losing it. We're fucking losing it. Now you're giving it to pregnant women. It used to be old women. Now it's pregnant women, old women, certain people of a certain age, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. They are helping us. We are becoming immune to these so-called vaccines, and the influenza virus is becoming immune to the medicines that we're administering. I'm not really feeding this influenza thing. Flu shot. I would never take a flu shot. What for? What is flu? What is influenza? What is flu? What is chickenpox? What is really chickenpox? And why is it a must that everybody gets it? Why? I'm not feeling none of these little diseases that hang around us. I'm not feeling the vaccines, man. And then it's probably and the more vaccines we take, the more they try to get things early and target vulnerable groups, the more kids have got what do you call it? The more kids have got autism and all sorts of things going
heavy
on.
heavy metals in your brain. Because what I found out, what it really is that your brain has the smallest veins in your body. So if you got metals in your blood, it's obviously going to affect those veins and block them. And the more they block, the more hindrance it is on your brain, which restricts your brain from performing the way it's supposed to.
People, yeah, look, Trill G saying it's a constantly mutating virus. It's how it seems anyway. I'm not an expert on it, but like I just remember when it was like, oh, old people, the really old.
You know what's mad about that? But isn't your body the one that's constantly mutating and trying to fight against, recover from any virus that comes in its way?
Yeah.
So there's the same time they say the virus is mutating, but then your body is the strongest machine on this earth, so you should be able to conquer any virus.
Should you? Maybe eating the right foods or whatever. But I mean, I don't even know enough about what the flu virus is, what it actually is. Not just, oh yeah, you know, I want to know what the flu virus is. What's its origin? What's the origin of the flu virus? Where's it come from? Why do we label a certain set of symptoms as flu and then the same set of symptoms as something else? Whenever you're ill, whenever something's wrong, if you look and you see, okay, what's the symptoms of this disease, or what's the symptoms of this virus, or what's the symptoms of knowing that you got AIDS? What's the first thing they write? Flu-like symptoms. Flu-like symptoms. Everything is flu-like fucking symptoms. Runny nose, headaches, nausea, possible vomiting, breathing issues, fever. These
Coughing
are,
up. You know what I mean? Your glands swelling up. But these are all the things that your body does to fight off infection. They're only symptoms of a root cause of something going on within your body.
You got the new one? You got the new story up? Got to keep moving, man. Just headlines, man. We got to do this bullet.
All right.
Bullet point.
Mayor, new energy company promises cheap rates, green power, and no price hikes.
Okay. No price hikes ever. But what's his business? Sadiq Khan.
£300 on the fixed rates. Customers on a repayment plan could save £160 compared to the big six. Capital spends 3.5 billion each year.
Saruman says, just found out Google has a big share in 23andMe, who is in turn using the DNA data sent by its customers to produce medicine to a private company. Told people about this 23andMe and letting the whole nation get their fucking DNA map. There's a reason why all of that. It's long. It's long. But I mean, they play on people's interest to know history because they know it's just, I don't know, man. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist and a tinfoil hat wearer, but
I mean, you've got a point though, bro. Did you see that video about the phone and around that metal wall around the phone? So basically, a guy puts metal wall in a circle and he puts the mobile phone and he calls it, and then you see you see the cotton wool burning from the field of just the phone. Basically, the energy that lets off from the phone, the radiation that comes off the phone, basically starts burning the wall around it.
Zion MC says, why is horse tranquilizer in some vaccines? Is that ketamine? That's ketamine. I know ketamine is horse tranquilizer. Is it actually ketamine that's in it? I don't know, man. That's weird. Saruman the White designer.
Shit that's not meant to be in there that they put in there. It's
to each
nuts.
retirement plan.
And just to prove vaccination, why is there kosher vaccination? Why is there different?
Oh, here
vaccine
comes
for
Lee Denham. Lee Denham's got some mad points. Lee Denham says, point is, if your DNA helped cure a disease, you should get paid. Ooh. Do you know what I mean? Ooh. Yusuf Islam.
I don't know, man. Getting paid for your DNA? Is this what we're doing?
No. Hear what he's saying. Hear what he's saying. If I use your DNA to come up with medicine, yeah, and then I sell that medicine to other people, yeah, surely you should be getting paid for that. Do you know what I mean?
Now, okay, now I get it. Agreed.
Yeah, I think you spelled that wrong, Evolve. The rapper's name is J. Cole. The rapper's name is J. Cole. I think that's a typo. I'm joking. I know what you're saying. Yusuf Islam says, Jedi, may I ask something from another video regards the slaves, etc. Regarding the slaves, etc. You can ask, but I think the best place is to wait for me to do the next stream. Once the news is finished, I'll start another stream. You can ask me whatever you want. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, I'll be able to get Mills to stay with me a little while, be my co-pilot for an hour. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We do a quick show. I'm not going to stay on it for long. I got Jim. Jedi, I also was surprised how much companies are owned by Google's parent company, Alphabet. That's interesting. Some vaccines are created in aborted fetus, in or from aborted fetus. Yeah. All right. What we got now? Anything else? Nah.
No, it's really dead. More police may be armed with tasers to prevent what? Police starts bids to arm officers with tasers.
Starts with tasers, man. And you know they're
What the
reckless with
fuck?
these fucking tasers. They're reckless.
telling
I mean,
you,
look,
fam.
let's be real. If me and you were feds, bro, yeah? If me and you were feds,
Yeah.
population of humans that we care fuck all about, yeah? And they give me and they say, right, from Monday, Jedi and Mills, you're gonna get tasers. You've had the training, and from Monday you're gonna be legally allowed to use the tasers on members of the public. Yeah, me and you are gonna go fucking ham with them fucking tasers. Give us 2 water guns. Look, and if you don't believe me, yeah, give somebody a water gun, hand it to them, and see how long it takes for them to use it. If they can walk around with a fully loaded water gun and not squirt somebody within an hour, then I'll give you a tenner, mate. Don't tell them that they're part of an experiment. Yeah, you give somebody something like that, they want to use it, they want to see it, even though they've used the water gun 1,000,000 times. Look what happened at the Motive Summer when I gave out them water guns. It was nearly turned into a full water fight. And next summer, the water fight is going to be sick. Yeah, there's going to be water guns. The water fight is going to be sick next summer. Trust me. That's the whole party is going to be a water fight party. Get me? It's going to be lovely. Wet t-shirts everywhere. All right, cool.
All right. So yeah,
I'm
man, fuck that. But bro, do you know the effects of tasers? They're not a joke. They're not a joke. People are getting fucked up, getting paralyzed. It's not even a joke.
I'd hate to be tasered, man. I don't never want to feel that feeling. Do you know what I mean? And if I am tasered, I hope I'm like that guy in the gym that they tried to taser, and he was just like, it's nothing, it's nothing. Get me? Firmed it. Don't know how man firmed the taser, bro. No weapons for you after watching you guys on GTA.
I'm telling you.
I just had a slump. I just got tired after a while. I fell asleep playing Monopoly, snoring on camera. I had to delete the stream, man. When I went back and watched it as well, it was like, yeah, I was like, no, I'm deleting this.
Like a meal special, yeah.
I'm deleting this, snoring my head off, bro. You know what I mean? I could feel myself, like I blacked out like twice, and I was saying to them, yo, I'm gonna have to lock the stream off, you know. I'm like, that's the second time I've fallen asleep. Yeah. And then next thing you know, it's just straight snores, like snores. Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me, bro. Yeah. I big up. I want to big up Love Trill for coming through yesterday and getting recruited to the clique. I mean, if you got PlayStation Network, add me Red Pill Trill. We got a little Trill gang on there. We had beef with Ashley's gang. Well, my gang had beef with Ashley's gang. I left the lobby and fucking went and did some other stuff. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, big up Ashley came through with the Cash gang. Them that was beefing to the early hours of the morning. Yeah. Big up to everyone that was on GTA. Today, I think I'm gonna play a bit of Resident Evil, and try to get further in that. Yeah. But that's all after gym. What happened to this lot? What happened to them girls? Where you going, man? What happened to them girls there, man?
Sean Bailey calls for new LBGT hate criminals. The Conservative
let me hear
London recommends for tougher laws to protect the people in capital. Sean Bailey says he would lobby central government to strengthen hate crime laws. Homophobic and transphobic hate crimes has risen more than 50% since 2016, according to figures from the Mayor's Office for Policing and Crime.
Wait, stop there. Homophobic and transphobic hate crimes have risen more than 50%. Okay,
yeah.
Now this is the problem. Wait. This is the problem with statistics, my brother. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The problem with statistics is they can be used to paint any picture they want. Instead of saying homophobic and hate crimes, yeah, have been reported more. Do you understand? They're saying that there's an increase in the crimes. Like, it's not that there's an increase in the crimes, is that people are being encouraged to label acts of violence or whatever, arguments and whatever, as hate crimes. And a lot of situations at the end of the day, if you turn around and say, I punched you because you're gay, then that's going to go down as a hate crime. But what they're not going to write down is the fact that you was abusive to me, or there's a history of back and forth between me and you. Do you know what I mean? Or we've even had a fight before in the past. As soon as you say, "Oh, it's because I'm gay," they're gonna take that on board, and then they're gonna prosecute in that way. Doesn't mean that it wasn't LGBT. Yeah, there's gonna be more people claiming that they are gay than before, where it would have just under the LGBT banner as trans or homosexual, where they wouldn't have before. There's a rise in the promotion of LGBT, so it's become a more prominent issue. But I don't believe that more LGBT people are being attacked. I just believe that there's more people that are LGBT. Do you know what I mean? So therefore, they're gonna suffer a crime just like everybody else.
Numbers.
Yeah, there's a rise in numbers. It makes sense. Yeah. What we need to say is there's a rise in the community. There's a rise in the amount of people that are gay and transgender. Let's admit that first. There's a rise in that. Why is there a rise in that? And it being reported doesn't mean it's true either. So what's the conviction rate of this? How many of these have stood up in a court of law and been proven to be accurate, and not somebody pulling out their gay card? Do you know what I mean? Or we gotta be fair. Not everybody that says like the other day with that Kevin Murphy, that the Tommy supporter, the woman was accusing him of a hate crime. And as of yet, we found no evidence of it actually being a hate crime. He may be a bit racist, yeah, in his views and his attitudes towards people. That's pretty much a given. But was him saying fucking this or fucking that, or even fucking prayer mats, if you want to say, are these fucking prayer mats, is that
yo?
the lady didn't know much
actually.
but she knows the term hate crime. So minority groups will often use these terms as weapons against people. They don't, just because the people are nasty people doesn't mean that they're guilty of what they're being accused of. So we got to be careful who's fucking, you know, who's we got to be careful anyway what we jump on and what we champion.
And just look at the way they've advertised the story with this picture, and it's got nothing to do with the story that they're trying to relate to. They've got two girls with look like a broken nose
For being gay.
You understand? That's what they're trying to make out. It might not even be that. How about
who
that?
knows? I'd love to know the story. Read the little clip underneath it. Is there no like like the one that identifies what the picture is? Yeah, read that.
The shocking attack on a lesbian couple on a London bus last year drew attention to LGBT hate crime.
Yeah. I think I remember that coming up, and I'm not going to comment on it because I don't want to minimize, like, them getting attacked on the bus. Not nice. I mean, I'd like to see the video or find out the information about that specific. I'd like to be reminded about that specific incident. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And you do get people that see people. They might see two women or two men together, and they want to beat them up. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with just beating up people. I don't agree with that. I mean, there's not really enough owning random acts of violence on people, but sometimes there's more to the story than meets the eye, and it's easy for people to hide behind shields such as racism, hate crime, homophobia, anti-Semitism. You know what I mean? Sexism, ageism. There's all these isms that people do kind of hide behind and weaponize against others to kind of like demonize them. I don't like that. But yeah, man, some people are just beating up. Video games will make you gay, says Alio 84. All right,
I'll tell you what is gay though. Hundreds of Londoners stripped down to their pants for no trouser tube ride.
For what though? Why? For what?
I don't even want to click into it, to be honest with you guys. But let's do it. Picture shows Londoners in their pants for no trouser tube 2020. Groups of Londoners hope on the underground on Sunday with their legs bared for another no trouser tube ride. The annual event began in New York City in 2002 and has since grown into an international celebration of silliness, according to Improv Everywhere, the group behind the tradition. The idea is that commuters remove their trousers on public transport and act nonchalantly in order to raise a chuckle from their fellow passengers. Hundreds declared that they had attended the London edition of the event on Facebook, and the resulting photographs made for a jarring set of images, with tube carriages, escalators, and platforms dominated by bare legs. No comment, man.
I big up Mr. Trill Hudson. Thank you for rocking with me, man. Yeah, I think Z's here. She can give us that story that we want. Cause I got no. Oh wow! I got no comment for that. What is that, man? Why though? Why is it just men? Is it a gay thing? Why is it just men?
Yo,
it looks like
there's one woman. Yeah. What? Go on, Z. Oh,
yeah, man. This StreamYard is not looking out.
Yeah, it's horrid, man. I mean, you can jump on Hangouts if you want, but it's gonna be a delay. Like, I'll see
how it goes. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then.
All right, cool. So tell us, man. What going for Finsbury Park? What the fuck am I looking at? Yo, get change the thing, please, bro.
That's what I'm saying to you, bro. I said I didn't want to jump on it.
Yeah, so what going for Finsbury Park, bro, sis?
No, basically, an Algerian man was stabbed to death. He was a delivery driver, and I'm sure whoever's from North London knows that a lot of the Algerian community, that's like their profession in it. They do a lot of delivery jobs. But anyway, he was stabbed to death in a road rage attack, which brought out a lot of Algerians who work as delivery drivers to kind of express the kind of harassment and the aggression that they do get whilst on that job. Jeremy Corbyn obviously came out and you know, met up with the family and stuff like that. So yeah, this was recently, and I think there was a shooting in Finsbury Park about 6 months ago as well. So yeah, people
So
just doing jobs and getting killed out here. You get me?
yeah, that's unfortunate, man. No one should be stabbed and no one should be shot, especially not in the act of road rage. Road rage, I think, is a symptom of a deeper problem we have in society. But I think that some of the what can I say? Some of the sentiment and some of the feeling around these stories needs to be explored a little bit more, like the way that moped drivers specifically have been not only demonized in the news and the media, but also are not doing themselves any favors with their behavior. Similar to bus drivers, a lot of road users have problems with the way bus drivers drive and treat other drivers and pedestrians. Yeah, like they're quite dangerous. And I could say, put my hand up, I can see how a lot of Deliveroo drivers, we're going to be specific, have you know, what's the word? I think they need a little bit more customer awareness. I think Deliveroo drivers, I'm not customer driver, public awareness. They need some training on how to interact with the public. And I think just like big white vans and stuff like that that work for companies, you really need the number of the company that they're working for at the time, or a number to contact the office and report them. You know, when he says, "How is my driving? How am I driving?" We need stuff like that, yeah. Just to, and that might even protect some of the drivers, because keeping them aware that, yo, if I'm doing mad maneuvers, someone's gonna phone up my company. If I get so many complaints, I'm gonna lose my job. To get them to, and remember, there's incentives for them to get to a destination at a certain time. To mean that they often push the boundaries of what is safe, and they often lack awareness.
Yeah,
But
I agree with that. I mean, when it comes to like, now obviously when it comes to like driving, safe driving, I think that needs to be pursued a lot more, because if you look at it on a wider scale, the amount of road accidents and road deaths are you know, really high, you know, because of you know, drunk drivers or irresponsible driving. So yeah, definitely, like, keeping the road safe is a must. But is it enough for someone to go out now and go and stab you and kill you? You know, I think that is one of the main critical point here, because man didn't deserve to die. Do you get it? Like, obviously the family came, spoke out. His mom came all the way from Algeria. He came here to make a better life. He was working legit as well. Obviously, just exploring the Algerian community. You have two types. You have those that come here that just get straight into crime, like selling hash or stealing and fucking about. And then you have those that actually, now I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna work legit, I'm gonna open up my own cafe or whatever. And obviously my man was on that route. Do you get it? So obviously they haven't, like, I'm still trying to find out who done this to him. They still haven't caught the person. It could be a deeper story, you get me? Could have been an op, you get me? Could have been a pagan, we don't know. But you know what I'm saying? For all we know right now, it was a road rage incident, you know.
And it's unfortunate, man. But like I said, road rage is a big problem out here. I mean, in Africa the roads are fucked. In Nigeria the roads are fucked, and you will get yourself cuss out. Yeah, but I rarely hear about people jumping out the cars and stabbing each other. So it's something to do with like the attitude over here, jumping out of cars, and you know, it might even be a slapboxing thing. You might even end up in a fight. But the whole stabbing, like, over road rage is unnecessary, bro. It's so unnecessary.
But that's the thing about London. London's so busy. Like, when you're in London, I think the best form of transport is public transport. The underground, you're getting from south to west in less than 30 minutes. But once you come out of London, because I've lived outside of Essex, Hertfordshire, like, you need a car in those sort of areas. You get me? The transport there is not good at all. It's a much more slower pace of life. But especially in London, like, I would not want to drive in London. Like, even when I'm on the bus and it's mad traffic and you got next buses in front of you, it's long. You get it? And it can be very, very frustrating. But if I, like I said, traveling in London, public transport straight up. I'm taking underground everywhere. Like I don't even catch Ubers even because I know how it can get on the roads. So obviously if my man is on a motorbike and it's all tight space and that, and obviously like you said, it's a very fast-paced job. They've got to get to the place on time. Otherwise it's going to be, where's my food and rare tear. You get it?
Like me yesterday, where's my fucking pizza? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like I think if we're being genuine about wanting to safeguard, like for instance, delivery drivers of that nature, then we need to put a couple procedures in place. One, make it easier to report and easier for the drivers themselves to be accountable for reckless driving and stuff like that. Yeah. Maybe even some kind of, because you know everyone's doing these black boxes and speed monitors and that, so maybe even all these bikes need to be fitted with them. And I'm not saying that to like bring some police state, but I know a lot of delivery drivers and that they do have these things on their vans. They can't go over a certain speed, or you know what I mean, or they do have like some kind of black box recording of their actions, where they are, where they're not. Another thing is, I see a lot of delivery drivers in every area. They pick a certain area to hang out and like wait for more jobs. And maybe it'd be a good idea for Uber to look for a better way for these people to wait, a better place for these people to wait for the jobs, because often when they hang out in groups and that, they can themselves become a public nuisance. And I've seen many times delivery drivers actually getting into fights with members of the public. I've seen it like at least 5 times. Do you know what I mean? So I know, and that's just in one part of the. So I mean, just to safeguard them, we just maybe come up with a few more ways to make people feel a bit more happier with them, because there's this sentiment that's like one bike driver is like the rest. All moped drivers are fuckers. Do you know what I mean? So there'd be a lack of compassion to them. Like, this is the second fucking last delivery driver fucking ridden to me, or I nearly knocked him over, or he did this, he did that. And when you build up psychologically, the next guy you see with a green jacket and a fucking helmet on, you're like, I've had enough. You get me? SMFY says he's got a dash cam in his van right now. I mean, I don't know if we can do dash cams for the mopeds, but something, maybe delivery needs to issue helmets with cameras on it. And then maybe that would be the price of it would be deducted from their pay or the rental of it and blah, blah, blah. And that means that even people that are driving and want to have road rage with these guys realize, yo, if my man looks at me, I'm being recorded. Yeah, because you know them helmet cams and that. If he looks at me, I'm being recorded. So I don't want to go jail in it. So let me just.
Those cameras have helped a lot in like a lot of cases. I think they're one of the best inventions or technical whatever that they've got going on. You get me? Because like even like in a car accident, you get me? Man wants to, charge you or sue you for some insurance and shit. It's like, nah, I've got the evidence right here. And I know a lot of people that got it installed. It's a really good thing to have.
Yeah, and even when someone wants to like pull up and chat shit, when you turn around and you got the helmet on your head, pause.
You know all the funny videos you see, the interactions was recorded, the funny you see on Facebook, on Instagram.
Oh, was it you bloody? Why you fucking bloody? You bloody?
Bloody. Why you going first?
Why you going first? You bloody? But yeah, man.
They're Somalians.
Why do you think people lack so much patience nowadays, though? What is it? Is it like who's to blame for this?
Question.
This is what I was gonna say. It's not just anger management. It's not just a road rage problem. It's just a problem with oneself. You understand? Problem with yourself, that you're letting something so small, something that you can't change. So no matter how angry you get, even if you beat him up, the next day that guy's gonna keep driving the way he's been driving. So no matter what you do, you're not gonna be able to change the situation. So why interact, or why even get involved? Because I used to be that guy. I used to be that guy that used to get angry, used to jump out and want to do something, and it's all long. It's all long. What over one thing that person's done? It's not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to affect him. He's still gonna. If he's driving like a cunt, he's gonna be a cunt tomorrow, and he's gonna be a cunt today. You're not gonna be able to stop that.
But people just I don't care.
Just ignore it.
People just like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about all of that. Right now, you've pissed me off. And that intensity, like, it's like playing a game. You get emotionally invested.
No, but
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's a good point that
100%, fam. I know, but why can't you just let that bounce? Like, don't let that affect you.
Yeah, you saying that because you're Mr. Positive, but you know,
Mr. Positive.
let's give everyone a lesson on. Let's give everyone like free lessons or compulsory lessons on patience. Like I feel like if you really want society to be a certain way and have certain good attributes, then we should be pushing for those things. But we don't. We just talk about it here, and yeah, well, you know, maybe, but maybe there's a lesson that everyone should be attending. You know, on patience. Maybe when you get in your driving lessons, driving lesson or driving license, you should attend a 1-day course on patience and road rage. If that many people are being affected by road rage, if it's affecting people psychologically that much, then maybe like the new licensee holders should do some kind of questions, or maybe should be part of the getting the license to do something to do with patience and observance, and you know, because we do hazard perception and all things to do with insurance. We know all the fucking signs. You know what I mean? All the signs that mean this and mean that, and but yeah, we don't know how to deal with each other. The human interaction part of it is something that's missing, and I'm sure there's a country that does deal with that. You know, I'm thinking that it's like Sweden or Switzerland, somewhere like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure they've got as part of their thing like a road rage, like, you know, some road rage, how to deal with road rage. No, that could help. No,
100%. Or just deal with your anger, man. Stop worrying about things that are not gonna matter. 95% of shit that we we think about is shit that we can't change. So if we start thinking about the stuff that we can change, we can get moving. Come on.
all right. Man said eye contact for longer than 5 seconds can draw a man out. Boy, then maybe, like I said, man, are we just blaming the cars then? Is it actually what man is like? Is it, get me? Is it nothing to do with the cars? Is it just our society then? Because I would say that there's something about driving that turns people into fucking beasts. We've all driven with a tiny gal, yeah, a tiny woman, yeah, and heard her voice and had to be like, yo, you trying to get man shot out here? Yeah, you yeah, suck your mom. Like, whoa, like, yeah, fuck you, what, fuck you. I'm like, yo, calm down. What the fuck is this? Really? What the fuck is this? And then they'll probably tell you, oh, I'm even worse when no one's in the car. But that's, yeah, you know.
yeah, definitely.
People are dangerous, man. You gotta be careful, man. Roadbeat said something about if you wouldn't shout on me on the road, don't shout at me behind the wheel of your car. I mean, I can agree with that point, but I also think, like what Mills is saying, if someone is behind the wheel of a car, then you know why they're shouting. This is about driving. This ain't about you personally. I don't know.
No, but sometimes being on public transport can become very frustrating because, like, because I take public transport quite a lot.
Yeah.
On like
Yeah,
a
buses are the
Friday
worst.
or
Bus
Saturday
drivers
night,
are the fucking
sometimes
worst. They're moving
got
sick. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Bus
tube,
drivers are mad.
yesterday, not yesterday, day before, I took a tube to the studio, and I was sitting down, and obviously, you know, I'm not like the biggest guy, but like those seats are not meant for even an average man. Do you know what I mean? And like, I had a neighbor next to me and a neighbor on the other side, and it was like, they were women, and I didn't want to, like, you know, I didn't want to encroach on their space, like their arm, and put my arm on them. I had a big puffer jacket on, so I kind of like had to not lean back but sit forward a little bit on my chair. And then this woman, these women come on with their big ass bags there over their shoulder, and she's like turning around and she keeps knocking me with her bag. And at one point I said, yo, do you mind? She didn't hear me, she had headphones on. So I had to kind of push her bag. Just like move your bag out of my face. And she's looking at me and she's kissing her teeth. I'm like, people have no spatial awareness. We're not considerate of each other enough, especially when we're in a rush. This is the thing about London. We go anywhere else and people always know when you're from London just from the way you walk. Have you ever like been going somewhere in a rush and decided, you know what? Rather than joining this rat race, I get there when I get there, innit? Let me take my time, because it's like you have to push past people. You're getting down the escalator, people standing on the left and the right of the escalator. That's gonna upset you. Like, you know what? Can I get past? Rare. And sometimes it's just like, rather than doing all of that, it's easier to just like go with the flow. You know what I mean? Just go with the flow, man. Sometimes, but yeah, we got a society of rushing around, feeling like we don't have any time left. Even Deep was saying that, and what Deep even Mystery Abid was saying that, and what he was saying was there's not enough hours in a day, and like, you know, he's got some kind of sleep situation going on with him, and FOMO, fear of missing out, road rage, sleep deprivation. All these things are symptoms of this society that put so much emphasis on the time and what the time is, and less emphasis on the quality of life. We're paid by the hour, you know. We're paid by the hour. Money, what's it? What they say? And time is money. And yeah, man, I think we should find. I don't know, man. This whole ethos, this whole way of thinking is
YOLO. You only live once.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sickness. Like, I'm even part of it myself. You know what I mean? I battle with myself to get up and do this, and I've got to be here at this time, and I've got to do that.
But isn't it the balance again? I find that we keep going on to one side of the scale too much when we need to be balancing it out. So, all right, we need to get things done in time. We don't have enough time, but at the same time, it's like, do you know what I compare it to? We were talking about road rage, yeah? So you're driving a Ferrari, right? Beautiful Ferrari. I don't know what Ferrari we were talking about, but we know when you say Ferrari, it's good, top quality. So you're driving a Ferrari down a motorway, straight motorway at 200 miles an hour. You know, and let's say you're going through a scenic route. Are you going to see everything that you're seeing at 200 miles an hour? You're not, because you're going to be going past too fast. So you're not going to be able to see the scenery and enjoy it.
Someone just made a quick point, Mills. Yeah, traffic lights. I thought traffic lights was an international thing. I thought everybody had. If you got cars, if you got roads, you got traffic lights. And then when I started to realize how much countries don't use traffic lights, and they don't have that road rage. Traffic lights. Surprise. Traffic lights could be the key to the road rage.
But the traffic lights making you stop, making you wait already, so you get frustrated.
Yeah.
So is that the first
and taking
first
away
trigger.
your ability, taking away your ability to judge for yourself, give way and understand. Do you know what I mean? Traffic lights. People drive and
form
travel
of control, knowing that you're getting controlled by that traffic light. So that triggers to your anger conscious.
Yeah. Some people only put traffic lights in certain high traffic areas. Do you know what I mean? Certain problem areas, like intersections and shit like that. You have some traffic lights for safety, just in case people are bombing down and blah blah blah. It's a way to slow you down around that place. But yeah, I don't know, man.
And did you know your car uses up the most fuel when it's in neutral? So basically, when you're stuck in traffic, is when your car uses the most fuel.
It's true. All right, fam. That's like we took it. It was the news hour times 2. So we took this one to about 2 hours. Send it to someone, man. Send it to someone. Say, yo, these guys are trying to break down the news on a daily basis, give their own spins to it. What I want to start introducing is you guys. You know, I'm doing this every morning. So if you have a news item from the day before that you want to go over, or if you have a local news item from the same day, or there's something that's up that you want to bring to our attention, bring that forward, man. Bring that forward, because clearly, I think staying in one paper for a whole news segment can be problematic. Yeah, because it just doesn't seem that good. Do you know what I mean? And maybe we could find a different way to do it. If I go to bed earlier, 100%. I can wake up earlier and maybe prep a couple stories. But I don't really want to do that. I just want to open it up at the same time as you open it up, and we discover together. So I'm working on it. I hope you like it. Let me know.
What about the weather? Let's get in the weather. Wait.
I don't know the weather. You tell me.
Weather at the end.
I
Alright,
don't care
today-
what the weatherman says. All the weatherman says is rain. You'll never hear me complain. Dun, 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 dun. Go on.
And it's rain, people. We're gonna be having rain at 4 o'clock. 30% chance of rain, and it's gonna be raining until early hours of tomorrow.
Yay!
So make sure you get your brollies on, get your wellies on.
As a
and stay
kid,
safe out there.
I used to love when they used to call it wet play. Yeah, I used to love. So when it was playtime in school and it was raining, you'd get to stay in the school, in the building, stay in your classroom, or go and watch a film, or watch like a little bit something, some car, a couple activities like a little in the sports hall. And I actually thought that that kind of playtime was better than the playground play. Yep.
Come
on. Should get a gal to do the weather. No, I don't like that. Get a gal to do the weather thing, bro. Allow that, man. That's some weirdness. That's some sexism thing. What in a them thing there, man? Weather is weather, man. I don't need a gal to tell me the weather. And again, let me put your comment up. Even the way I read it was just like, boy, I'm not even sure a gal would like that comment. Everything in this country is about controlling the masses. Yeah, Leah's urban. I agree with you, man. Okay, look, we've gone over the hour. We've gone over the 2 hours. Have you done a sports section yet? Have I missed it? You know what? I'm not even a sportsman, and that's really selfish of me. I'm not even interested in sports. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, sorry.
Well, are we not gonna cater to everyone?
Yeah, we will, but next time, because we've gone over 2 hours. All right, peace gone. We're gonna do another live stream. Yeah, so look out for the next live stream, man. Cool. Hit the like button on the way out as well, yeah. Please hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We got all different content on here. It's not just reading the news. It's not just GTA 5. It's not just religious debates. It's not just extremely balanced advice show. It's not just games and questions and riddles. It's that and a lot more. And anything you'd like it to be, as long as it's entertaining and productive, we're gonna put it on. Yeah? Big up yourselves, man.
Peace.